Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I think it's September 13th, if I'm on track. It is almost noon, East Coast time, and I am just wanting to talk about the Kylie Rodney case. And I want to talk about my new channel too, because I am just so grateful for the people that have been watching and liking and subscribing and commenting. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I really hope that I'm providing a service of sort of like a Cliff Notes version of some of my favorite channels, which I've listed a bunch before. I have a couple new ones to share with you today. I try to keep up on things, and then I've got a lot of my own ideas. I'll be straight with you. My best ideas come to me when I am gardening or swimming or, just chilling out, basically, just unwinding. So that's a really important thing for us to do for many reasons. But for me, it's part of my mental health and physical health and spiritual health, and just being able to see the obvious, what's right in front of me. So right now, I'm sure you've noticed I'm kind of trying to hide the glare of the lights, and I've got my glasses that once I put them on, those will have glare too. So I'm going to try to keep them off as much as I can. So I want to get right into it without wasting any of your time. All of our time is so valuable, and there's so much going on with this case. I just can't stress enough how devastated I am. I think many of us are, for Kylie and her family. And we just want to be sure that Kylie and her family don't get rolled, It's looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty grim. But I'd say it's also looking pretty grim for the evildoers. The evildoers are under some scrutiny, and they are busting themselves, Smart criminals don't talk at all to anybody. Ever. Haven't you guys watched The Sopranos? Come on. Loose lips sink ships. And these people going on freaking YouTube and flapping their lips, and they think they're so sharp with their lies and their poker face, and everything you say can and will be used against you. And that shouldn't be a threat. If you're being honest and open, fine, go ahead, hit me, right? Hit me with your best shot. Let me see what you got. But if you are lying and you think you're outsmarting everybody, the problem with this new technology called social media and YouTube is that there's this thing called crowdsourcing, sorry. I see, I'm terrible with technology and YouTube and everything. That's why it's taken me so long to get my show up and running, and I really am going to try hard to get editing skills in so I can put photographs and videos and, cut out the hemming and hawing. So a couple of things I wanted to touch on today, and I'll give you a brief outline before I get into them. One is Sammy and her crazy ass video from August 19th, that when a lot of us saw it, we thought, no, fake news. That's got to be fake news. That's not Sammy. That's just somebody who looks a little bit like her and is being crazy, completely insane. So it's my understanding that it's been vetted, and it is Sammy holding the girl by the hair and saying the chances of getting killed by your bestie is low, right? We'll get more into that in a minute. There's a lot more there. The other, and this one, let me just give due credit to Armchair Detective over there on the other side of the pond. He's freaking awesome. If you haven't checked him out, I highly recommend him. None of us are perfect, so if there's things you don't like about him, just get over it. Because otherwise you're really missing out. And he's a great guy. He really is. I watch him a lot. And let's see. Okay, glasses with the glare. Here we go. The other one is Crimes, Lines, and Lies. Crimes, Lines, and Lies. So she has this 2 hour and 22-minute video from yesterday, or give or take, a day, that is pretty much the screen. And I'll try to put the links in my comments because that's the only way I know how to do it. So I'll try to put the link for an armchair detective one that's really good that I just watched, and the Crimes, Lines, and Lies. Another one I want to give a shout out to is Monsters Under the Bed. It's called Mob Crime, I think. Mob Crime TV, something like that. YouTube. So, getting into which one should we go with first? Let's go with the still shot that this woman with Crimes, Lines, and Lies. I'd edit that out if I could. But she was actually on Armchair Detective. And so I went to check her out. And she had just, it wasn't really a still shot. A lot of it was a still shot, but it was just the video footage, the original raw video footage of Nick going down to the vehicle and focusing on the personal items that were on the roof of the car right inside the broken window, and how perfectly lined up they were. Perpendicular, parallel, everything even Steven, nicely framed. Somebody put some good thought into that. And they also rubbed off the algae on the edge of the door jamb somewhat. There's like a line where it's all clean and then the rest of it's all covered with, the kind of scum that builds up over a couple of weeks. Holy crap, Batman. It's amazing how much stuff you miss if you're not just slowing it down and going over it with a fine-tooth comb. Zav Girl, that's another shout out to her. She's been taking a lot of heat lately. And let me just say that, any YouTuber is going to take a lot of heat, right? Unless you're just talking about like butterflies and puppies and lollipops. And even then, someone's going to say, enough with the butterflies, right? So you really just have to believe in what you're talking about and just say, screw the naysayers and shut them down, mute them, block them. You don't need to waste your time. And how many of those naysayers are actually the evildoers themselves or their friends and family? Or they're just complete nut jobs, right? That just come out of nowhere. There's a lot of those too. But why are they spending time hating? It makes sense that they'd be spending time hating if they're trying to cover up the crime that they did and you're trying to uncover it. And so they're trying to embarrass you and make you feel stupid and all that. And this is where I drop my Ryan Upchurch love of, because that man is not afraid of anything. He doesn't care what you try to make him look like. He knows who he is. He knows what he's doing, and he's trying to fight fire with fire. He's trying to protect the innocent, the victims of these awful monsters. So let's see. Let me get on point. This is why we all have our notes so that we don't just go off. So I covered the Crimes, Lines, and Lies part. You gotta see that. I'll put it in the comments. And then, the people who are getting upset by Adventures with Purpose. What? I mean, most of us praise them and worship them. And no, we don't think they're perfect. I'm pretty sure they don't think they're perfect either. In fact, I know they don't think they're perfect. But, they're doing a service and they're trying their hardest and they're putting their lives at risk. They're putting their reputations at risk. They're trying to do good. What a way to start their business, just trying to clean up bodies of water for environmental purposes. They're just amazing. So I am happy to be a contributing, sustaining monthly member to their services. And I hope that you would consider that too, because really we need to have those types of people in every state, in every city, in every county, or at least access to them. So You know, they can provide a great service the more money they have to train people and to continue to grow their business. So the chances of getting killed by your bestie is low. I remember seeing something about, especially if you have a small chest line kind of thing. But this was just a video that Armchair Detective did in the last 24 hours. And then the other part of that he shows is the when she's holding the head, a friend that's alive by the hair as if she's a scalper, and the words are on the screen, "I swear I won't tell anyone." And mind you, this is August 19th, and you know, Kiely's been missing since August 6th, and she wasn't discovered until the 22nd or 21st, something like that. So, you know, it's just mind-boggling. And this girl, and you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am going to say everything that I say is just my opinion. It's not based in fact. It's just my theory. It's pure speculation, and it's for educational purposes only, entertainment. And you know, if you say something that you think is true and you have reason to think it's true, it's totally legal to speak your mind. We live in America. It's a free country. But these little weasels that think that they can get around our freedom and our laws, and think that they can oppress other people and keep them from speaking their minds and speaking their truth. Why? Why do you want to like hold people prisoner? I have an answer for that, and it's that people who don't have control of their own lives or don't feel like they have control of their own lives try to control other people's lives. And, you know, those are narcissists and sociopaths, and they're serial killers. So, you know, somebody trying to control you is a very, very horrible feeling, and it's just no fun at all. So, you know, be healthy, speak your piece, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you. I'm going to wrap this up because I'm trying to keep my videos short. Like I said, I'm trying to give you like a cliff notes of what I see as the most interesting and best things. Because I know you've got a life, I've got a life, we're all busy. And that's good. You know, keeping balance in our lives is really important. And finding justice. Let me just end with a little saying: an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. I'll look that up, or you can Google it. It's probably Benjamin Franklin or something, I'm not sure. But it's a great saying, and it's true. It's really true. You know, we all need to be compassionate and protect folks around us. It's just really important that we protect ourselves, we protect our children, we protect people that we hear about that are getting hurt, that we care about. So I don't want anyone to feel shame for caring about Kiely. And I don't think it's right for anyone to try to shame anybody. And I would question their motives. Nobody's trying to dissect Kiely. Nobody's trying to hurt Kiely that I know of. I mean, there's always going to be those horrible people in real life and on the internet. But true crime, the true crime community is really about the crowdsourcing. And we all know when you crowdsource, you get a pile of riches, okay? Whether that's ideas or money, whatever it is. It's a great way to go about things. So keep on keeping on. Keep hitting that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm up to about over 450 subscribers. I'm so excited. I hope I get better and better at this. I'm getting my lighting a little bit better, but you know, it's a little funky today with this glass behind me. But I'm going to keep working at it and getting it down. So again, thank you for your time. Thanks for watching, and like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and have a great rest of your day. Drink your water.